Welcome back to the city of Belfast for the 2008 edition of UK's Strongest Man. The Big Daddy, Glenn Ross, now starting to find form. He'll be a threat to the rest of the pack in Group A. Well, there's more action to come, but first let's catch up with one of England's finest.
Spencer Hyland, age 38, from England. Probably the highest point of my strongman career was actually competing in Poland in the World Cup. It was a very good experience. Well, in the past I've been quite statically strong, things like pressing, deadlifting, grip. Carrying events I've not been quite so good at, a bit too slow on my feet. I've had 2 years out with injuries, but the new lads have come on a bit. It's the last time I've competed and it's been quite an uphill struggle. We'll see how we do with this one and evaluate my life. It might be time for pipe and slippers.
The final event on day one, the skip load. The athletes have to load 3 items, which starts with this rubber tire weighing 90 kilos, moving on to the second item, which is this heavy looking chain, which weighs 110 kilo, and then finally, the third item is this barrel, which weighs a massive 145 kilo. They then have to push the skip all the way down the course as fast as they can, because the time matters, until the wheels clear the silver line. The fastest and fittest man will win.
Well, certainly indeed, the total weight, 345 kilograms. Mustn't forget that skip that they're pushing, that it weighs 350 kilograms as well. So, and the first pairing, Ross Tweedy and Ian Plews, these two are in danger of being dropped after this first day, along with Lee Allen, who goes in the next pairing. But really, this is a tough one indeed, because they've got to get this barra now 5 meters in, and then pick up this chain, which, as you've heard, was 110 kilograms. So tough. You've got to have speed endurance, strength endurance, pure strength and power here. You've got to have everything.
Yeah, this is going to be very difficult for these two athletes. I mean, already they've only got the first implement in and they can't pick the skips up. So, I mean, he's struggling. He just hasn't got the height to put the chain in the skip.
Well, that's Plews on the left of the shot, of course, along with Ross Tweedy. And they've both lost a lot of points in the competition so far. And remember, at the end, I'll remind you again, at the end of this first day, then the bottom two are eliminated completely. Look at the strap broke on his wrist. So he's using that strap to stay in contact with the bar, with the handles, which is an important point. And now onto the barrel. And the barrel, 145 kilograms with the barrel. And then they've got to go 10 metres to the finish. Now, it'll either be time plus the distance they achieve, which gives them their position overall. We'll update you with that shortly, but look at this.
What you also have to remember, Stuart, is that the skips have probably got 2 inches of water in them as well.
Yes, indeed. Now, have a look at this. Plews on the left. Now, can he get it high enough? That's a very good performance there by Ian Plews. Now then, Ross Tweedy in difficulty. Now on the time, there's a 90-second time limit on this, so that's another factor which comes into it. And you can see the finish line, which is 10 metres past the barrel. And on that one, Ross Tweedy 42.34 on 5 metres. Ian Plews got the barrel in, so his was a time of 86.89. So Plews over Tweedy on that one. And this is how it happened. So Plews beat Ross Tweedy on that one.
Yeah, they really needed to complete the event just to stay in the competition.
They certainly do. Now Lee Allen versus Spencer Hyland here. Now then, the barrel is the last of the pickups. Look at this, I tell you what, that tyre has to go in first. That's on the start line. When they're given the instruction to go, you can see them ready. And in goes the tyre, then they've got 5 metres, and then another 5 metres, and then 10 metres to the finish. And it's going to be very tough to get to the finish. This is pretty heavy. Well, good start.
Yeah, Spence looks full of energy and adrenaline. He just wants to get going.
90 seconds, the time factor already in their minds, I would think. That's an awkward thing, that chain, that ball and chain, isn't it? The shipping chain. It's a very, very difficult. You've got several parts to it, really.
It's a very awkward implement to load into the skip.
Watch them bend their knees, straighten their backs, drive their legs, and that's the situation. That's what they use. That's the technique they use to get this barrel moving. Now here's the barrel, And this Spencer Highland now is going very, very quickly indeed. Now, if it gets the barrel in, he's then got 10 metres to go to complete the course, and within 90 seconds.
With a massive weight as well, Stuart, probably about 650 kilos he's going to be pushing across the line.
Yes, he is indeed. And certainly we're looking at Lee Allen, who's in some difficulty on the left of your shot. And here goes the final run in now. 10 metres to go to the finish line for Spencer Highland. And can he be the first to finish thus far? Well, Lee Allen's got problems, hasn't he? He really needs the points, and he's not. Ah, there's the finish line, and that's a finish, and it's within the time, 82.55 unofficially for Spencer Highland. What a good push. Now then, look at the clock. There's the time.
Yeah, it's
the
all
time
over
has
for
gone.
Lee.
The time has gone. So 3.5 metres as far as the barrel, towards the barrel. That's the way it works. Rob Frampton next up. Big, strong fella indeed. Been doing well thus far against Sean Kenny. And Sean Kenny will need to go some here, but this is a good pairing, actually. Very good pairing indeed. The barrel's very, very quickly in. We've got two guys here, are big, strong, fast and powerful, and I think, you know, they've got it all round.
Yeah, you'd expect them both to finish this, but it all depends how much that Sweetie Snatchers took out of Rob.
Yes, indeed. Well, Frampton moving now towards the handles, settling on the handles. It certainly looks as though Kenny is in the lead on this one. He's going quite nicely. There's the clock counting down for you. 90-second time. Look at this. Kenny's got the barrel up there already. In it goes.
Yeah, using his height to a very good advantage there.
And now he's got 10 metres to get that very heavy barrel, 650 kilograms or thereabouts, plus the rain that's been falling all morning. Look at this. Here he goes towards it.
Yeah, he's got a good powerlifting background, so lifting that skip up shouldn't be too awkward for him.
Another attempt. He's getting there. Look at the clock. There's only 68, 69, 70 seconds. He's got 20 seconds to get to that finish line now. He really has. If he can hold it up there and move. And actually, moving that on a cobbled surface is not easy because it rocks and rolls. It's not a smooth surface, and he's nearly there. He's going to be. It's very close. He's there. And that's a very, very fine performance indeed.
Yeah, very good achievement. Unfortunately, Rob hasn't completed.
No, in fact, he's got with the measurement coming up at 3.5 metres towards the finish. But this, the winner, and it was a very, very good performance indeed. The sheer power, leaning in, trying to maintain the balance of the skip. Taking a breather, looking again, lifting. Glenn Ross versus Adam Townsend. Now then, what's Ross got? Well, if there's a downside to him, it's going to be a cardiovascular endurance. He's got the absolute strength, but about heart and lungs, it's about maintaining a very, very high level of exertion over a long period of time.
Well, you'd be very surprised, Stuart. Glenn is incredibly fit. You know, he has the abundance of everything. He really is good.
Well, certainly Adam Townsend looking good. He's already up to the chain. See how it falls away sometimes. It's very, very difficult and awkward, isn't it?
Again, Adam, a very experienced competitor. You know, I can see both of these guys will finish this.
Well, one would hope so, certainly. Ross, not just slightly behind now. And certainly Townsend going very well. Here comes the barrel. And after the barrel, he's got 10 to go. And Ross is still attempting to get round the course to the barrel. He's there now.
But don't forget, though, Stuart, Glenn knows he's already in the final, so he's not going to go full pace on this event.
Now, that's a good point you make, actually, because with the bottom two to go, and that's between Tweedy, Plews and Allen, certainly on the current form, that's for sure. And it looks as though that's two of those three are going to go. But look at this from Adam Townsend over the line, and that's a very quick 75.42. And he's going to win. He's going to be the man overall, certainly, to win this. Now then, what about Glenn Ross? Can he get to the line?
And you can see where the experience shines through with Adam and Glenn. You know, it's one move. They're not sliding the barrier. They're just picking it up and taking it over the line as it should be done.
Well, Ross is going to be timed out with 1 metre to go. Yes, he is, but he's done enough. But certainly the winner looked very, very effective indeed. Terrific technique, total control. Wonderful performance by Adam Townsend.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that actually. I had some good events today. Didn't think I would be because I've got a small injury, but yeah, it's a good day. I think I got the loading just right at the end, got it loaded properly, which makes a big difference on when you do the final lift. So yeah, I got that sort of right. And technically I did well on the deadlift because people passed and they didn't get it, so I jumped over them because I got the last lift. So I sort of played technical on the deadlift, so I did well at both of them because I'm not a big deadlifter. So yeah, I'm quite happy with both of them too.
Results of the wheelbarrow medley: Adam Townsend, convincing win for him over Spencer Highland, and Sean Kenny making it in England 1, 2 and 3. For Glenn Ross though, it's disappointment as he comes fourth. So then at the end of day one, Adam Townsend moves through to lead the pack with Glenn Ross close behind on 24.5 points. But Ian Plews and Ross Tweedy are eliminated.
Ian, you're going home at the end of day one. How did you find it today?
It was really tough, really heavy, but that's what the contest is known for. A bit disappointed, but I know what I have to do for next year. Hopefully come back stronger next year.
I'm really happy to get here. I'm only about a year's strongman training, so to me it's an achievement. I just have to back to the drawing board, work on something like a deadlift, things like that, bring that up, get stronger at it, come back next year bigger and better. Simple as that.
Well, coming up in the next programme, things really heat up as we meet Group B, where there's some real close action. So for myself, David McConaughey, Stuart Story and Fraser Tranton, it's goodbye.